waifu clearing ultimate when? If my wife wants to clear ultimate, let's just say at her pace, how casual she is, learning the game slowly. I think realistically speaking, let's just say if she wants to do it, let's just say within her, she's got this goal. I want to clear an ultimate. I say at least 1 year, then she can clear Yukon. First, she need to do Savage. Once she do Savage enough, get enough reps in, say re-clear PF, clear for 1, and then she see all the shit. I don't think waifu knows PF is a complete show, right? Once she see, say, all the permutation, how much more people can fuck up, how she can adapt, meeting shitty co-healer. She can single-handedly heal the party herself. She's so big brain. She save all that. She understands the game mechanic. Then I think she'll be ready to do ultimate. That one takes a lot of experience, right? Some of us play years. Some people play years and still couldn't get it. We have seen some people that is like 100 percentile player and then go PF and is like complete dog shit. You know what I mean? Some people have been doing it for years already. So for waifu to be, say, getting there, I think a year realistically. Yeah. I knew someone that took 6 months to clear EAS back in the day. Yeah. I mean, dude, new players are hard, man. Starting is hard, but here's the good thing: once you start and once you get in, okay, this is the learning curve of this game. When you first play this game, the learning curve is really steep. But when you reach a turning point where you clear Savage here, the learning curve starts to slow down a little bit. And then after that, when you start doing ultimate, the learning curve goes up again. Then the moment you clear ultimate, you are basically linear line already. This is the learning curve. Like right now, waifu is like here. You know? The learning curve of this game is very difficult. This game should have this type of learning curve. This is the type of learning curve this game should have. The game should give you enough tools. The game should give you enough like exposure to let you learn in this way. But the game doesn't. So new players, right, have to go through a very steep. Now, obviously, right, this is the part that not a lot of people care, right? This is the part that not a lot of people care. This purple portion is very niche. I would say maybe 5% of population goes into this range. The moment you start doing ultimate, it's very niche. If you were to say just look at this portion as like a new player and realistic expectation and what you should strive for, this right here is very difficult for new player. But once you pass this point, it becomes like a lot easier to improve. And then once you clear ultimate, it's literally just, there's nothing for you to do already. Yo, that's another NFT. Nice, bro. Square Enix is trying so hard to make every new expansion seems like it's a new game and they want to get in more people. They sponsor every streamer that has not been playing Final Fantasy. How many of you guys have seen the entire directory flooded with hashtag ad? And then those streamers are players that never play this game. They do it for the money. Ask yourself, surely out of 10 of them, right, 2 to 4 of them surely would love to want to eventually solidify themselves like, you know what, I would love to add in Final Fantasy 14 as my, say, regular game that I want to stream moving forward. But then they cannot get there because the game is too difficult. I watch Lyric a lot, right? During Heaven's Word, Lyric Shroud got like sponsored by Square Enix to play Heaven's Word. Bro, they have no f***ing idea how to play it. And it's not like they don't want to try it. It's just this game is so counterintuitive to learn. This game doesn't help you. It seems like they are making it as miserable as possible for you. And then you are like, wow, that's a good thing. Because as a long-term player, you would think back, you're like, wow, the game is really rewarding you the more you play. This game is really rewarding you when you are try hard. The more you play, the more knowledge you gain, the better you get. Moving forward, things get harder. It is for you. It is for you. It is to push you. Good players will remain good. They are continuing making content for the good players. You know, after 10 years, you thought that's the case, right? And then every expansion beginning, it seems that they reset the button. They want to get new players in. They make things easier. They make rotation easier. They try to show you more a visualization of mechanics. They put in quality of life to help you. But then on the basic level here, they didn't do anything. New players are just lost. And then you are like, so what are you trying to do? Are you trying to sell? I mean, it's 10 years already. Are you trying to sell this game still as new? Or are you actually finally going to level up this game to the point that, okay, I don't want to say new players, but the mid-core onwards is what we're going to focus. Because new players don't play past 1 month at the moment. And even if they do you know how difficult it is to tell a brand new player that never played Final Fantasy before and say, let's just say you don't care about storytelling, buy the jump pod. You need the jump pod. If you truly want to tell yourself to give yourself an honest shot of enjoying this game, let's just say you want to do endgame, you have to jump pod. Why are you telling me to spend $60 more when I already just spent $60 to buy the game? You're telling me I need to spend $120 before I can start enjoying the game at endgame? I will just go through the leveling process. Even if they last 1 month, they might not last 2. And then by the time they last 4 months and get to level 90, let me tell you, they are tired. They are mentally drained already. Okay, now that you are finally level 90, you want to do some Savage? You give me a break first. I need a break. After 4 months, I can finally play a game. I need to process this. Waifu is such a good experiment. Seeing waifu play 14 for me I learned so much myself. You know, all the years I always ask this question. I always shit on casual players, right? I always go to PM and yell at people, you know. I always yell on stream. I get angry at Lalafels. I'm like, holy shit, man. Why are people so upset when they get called out, when they clearly is doing bad? I don't understand. How come people don't strive to improve? You should be improving. If you improve, then people cannot yell at you. For the last 8 years before Waifu played the game, that's what I thought. Then finally see Waifu play the game and see how a new player progress. Because my wife is the newest player you will ever find. My wife haven't played MMO since 2004. So Waifu haven't played MMO for 20 years. And then when I finally introduced her to play Ion, I can tell that compared to when she first played Ion in 2005, she was pretty decent. But now she start to play Ion again, I can tell that she's struggling. Back then, we don't have an MMO mouse. We are playing on ball mouse. And we were able to play those games and like click, control, alternate every keybind, you know? 20 years later, she struggles. And now I think back, I'm like, yeah, without this MMO mouse, how the am I gonna play MMO these days? So 20 years later, I realized that she had a hard reset. And then after that, when I introduced her to Final Fantasy XIV, I start to understand, holy shit. It's not like she's not trying. It's hard. You know, sometimes when I sit here and I yell at her, right? Come on, why do you keep f***ing up mechanic? And then she sometimes get upset, even though she's been with me for 20 years. She knows my attitude. She understands why I do this. At the end of the day, she knows that it's all mean well for her. But at the point of time, she will get triggered and then she will start to get upset. And then I'm sitting here like, sometimes when I yell at those parks, maybe they are just like her, you know? Maybe these parks already try their best. And I'm sitting here in front of 500, 1,000 people yelling at this park or this Lalafell that play absolute dog shit. But what if they already try their best? Now I feel bad. It goes back to, again, looking at this range here. New players are struggling and we are giving them shit for it. It is only until recently I feel bad. I feel like going into Dawn Trail, when I PF, I need to turn my head around and look at my waifu and say, there's a lot of players like her, especially on the start of the expansion. There's gonna be a lot of new players that are gonna come in and try, and they're gonna it up. Even if it's not me, somebody else is gonna slaughter them. And I feel bad. My wife playthrough is very experimental for me. So let's just say one day somebody would come in and tell me, I just play this game, I don't know how to be good. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's not easy. I've been yelling at the top of my lungs for 7 extra and waifu barely get it, you know? At the end of the day, I think the best exposure is to keep playing the game. Even if you're bad, even if you're clueless, even if you are super new, I believe playtime will improve you gradually. Then we go back to our very first topic. How are new players gonna stay that long? My wife likes the game, thank God. My wife could easily have quit when we first do Zero Mercs, me yelling at her the first time. She'll be like, fuck this shit, I don't want to play with you anymore. Fuck this shit, if I continue to play, I don't want to do EX anymore. I don't even know why I bother. This is not for me. She could have just either quit the game or just say fuck it. The fact that she still goes on today, she's probably the 1 in 10 people that will maybe make it. The other 9 people is like, man, I'll just go back and play my game. Dude, this game has been out for 10 years. Why do I want to suddenly come into this game 10 years later and actually try to be good at this game? Obviously, the last 10 years, I have been maining something else. I've been playing another game. I've been playing another genre. This is just a pit stop for me, right? Why the f should I care? If it is this bad for me to improve here, might as well quit at this point. Why bother? And that's the problem with this game. How are new players gonna follow through? Look at Endwalker. This is statistically proven, okay? Do you guys know that Endwalker is the most influx of player and also the most amount of people that Exodus and don't play the game? Do you know that? Do you know that Endwalker beginning has the most amount of people that sign up, buy, log in, and then from 6.0 until today, this game lose the most player. The retention rate of this game is getting lesser and lesser. So we'll see. I got high hopes for Dawn Trail, really.